My cousin tried to steal my fiancé. It backfired spectacularly. Hi Reddit, buckle up because this one's a wild ride. I, 28F, am engaged to the love of my life, Ethan, 30M. We've been together for 5 years, and he proposed last Christmas. We're planning a fall wedding. Enter my cousin Sabrina, 27F. She's always been competitive with me. Growing up, if I got good grades, she'd brag about doing better. If I got a new hairstyle, she'd show up with the same one but more expensive. She even dated my high school ex 2 weeks after we broke up, by coincidence, of course. I kept her at arm's length as an adult, but she's still family, so she was invited to the wedding. About 3 months ago, I noticed she was suddenly very present in our lives. Liking all of Ethan's social media posts, commenting flirty things like, "Wow, you're looking fit lately," fire emoji, and volunteering to help with the wedding whenever possible. I brushed it off at first, she's just dramatic, right? Then, I found out from a mutual friend that Sabrina had been telling people I didn't really appreciate Ethan and that she would treat him like the king he deserves to be. The final straw. I came home early from work one afternoon and caught her at my apartment. Ethan had let her in because she said she was dropping off a wedding gift for me. I walked in to find her in a low-cut dress, sitting way too close to him on the couch, hand on his knee, giggling about how much better they'd be together. Before I could even explode, Ethan looked at her and said, "Sabrina, you're embarrassing yourself. I'm not interested. I've never been interested. And you need to leave." She turned bright red, started fake crying, and said I was making up stories because I'm insecure. Here's where it backfired. The next weekend was my bridal shower, which my mom and sister were hosting. Without telling me, they had put together a little game where Ethan answered questions about me on video. Well, my mom added a bonus question Ethan hadn't expected. "What's the most shocking thing that happened during your engagement?" Ethan, deadpan, says on camera. "Oh, probably when Sabrina tried to hit on me in our living room while wearing a dress that could double as a washcloth." The room erupted. Sabrina was there, front row. Everyone whipped their heads toward her. She tried to laugh it off, but my aunt, her own mom, just muttered, "Are you kidding me?" The rest of the shower was painfully awkward for her. People avoided her, and later I heard she left early crying. Since then, she's been taking a break from family, which basically means she's too embarrassed to show her face at gatherings. Ethan told me later that he was actually glad it came out that way, because now everyone knows the truth, and it's not just me accusing her. So yeah. She tried to steal my fiancé, and instead she got publicly roasted in front of every female relative we have. And yes, she's still invited to the wedding. But I doubt she'll show up. Update: my cousin tried to steal my fiancé. It backfired spectacularly. Hey Reddit, here's your post-wedding tea. We got married last weekend, and it was everything I dreamed of. The weather was perfect, the flowers were gorgeous, and Ethan and I couldn't stop smiling all day. But I know what you're all wondering. Did Sabrina show up? Yes. Oh, she showed up. She arrived 20 minutes late to the ceremony, wearing a floor-length, sequined white dress with a slit so high it looked like she'd borrowed it from an ice skater. People actually gasped when she walked in. My maid of honor texted me from the back, "Your cousin's trying to be the main character." I ignored it, I wasn't letting her ruin my day. But apparently, during the reception, she made a few jokes to other guests about how she could have been the bride if Ethan had chosen differently. I didn't hear them firsthand, but 3 different relatives told me. Here's where karma came in. Our DJ had a slideshow going during dinner with photos of us over the years. At one point, it played the clip from my bridal shower, yes, the clip where Ethan deadpans about Sabrina hitting on him in our living room in a dress that could double as a washcloth. I didn't plan that. My sister did. She wanted it as a subtle warning in case Sabrina tried anything. The timing. Chef's kiss. The clip played right as Sabrina was making her way to the head table to congratulate us. She froze, everyone laughed, and she turned around and went straight to the bar. She left before cake cutting. Didn't say goodbye. Honestly, it was the best gift she could have given me, an early exit and no more drama the rest of the night. Ethan and I are on our honeymoon now, sipping drinks and laughing about how we dodged a lifetime of cousin-induced headaches. And if Sabrina's reading this, Girl. Maybe aim for someone who's not taken next time. Final update, my cousin tried to steal my fiancé. It backfired spectacularly. Hey Reddit, it's been a year since the wedding, and honestly, I thought this whole thing was done. But apparently, Sabrina doesn't believe in learning lessons. Ethan and I have been happily married for a year. Things with the family have been chill. Mostly because Sabrina's been avoiding events since the bridal shower/wedding embarrassment combo. That changed last weekend. It was my grandma's 80th birthday, and the whole extended family came together for a big party. I figured Sabrina might be there, but I didn't expect this. It was my grandma's 80th birthday, and the whole extended family came together for a big party. I figured Sabrina might be there, but I didn't expect this. She showed up with a new boyfriend, tall, handsome, clearly trying to look like he stepped out of a cologne ad. And here's the kicker, she spent the entire afternoon making comments loud enough for me to hear about how some people settle, but others keep looking for upgrades. Subtle, right? Rolling eyes face emoji. At one point, she tried to corner Ethan while I was talking to my grandma. I didn't hear the start of their conversation, but when I walked up, I caught her saying, "If you ever get bored, you know where to find me." Ethan, bless his soul, laughed in her face and said, "I'd rather eat glass." The best part? Her boyfriend was standing right behind her. The man looked shocked, asked her what that was about, and when she stammered, "I was just joking," he said, "Nah, I'm not dealing with this," and left the party. He literally broke up with her on the spot in front of everyone. Sabrina stood there, speechless, while half the family just stared at her. My aunt muttered, "Again? Really?" And someone else whispered, "Guess she didn't learn the first time." She left about 10 minutes later, claiming she wasn't feeling well. Moral of the story. If you make a hobby out of trying to steal people's partners, eventually, you're going to get humiliated in front of the entire family. Twice.